And cash flow is the bloodline and the liquid that keeps the business cycle going. So today our topic is actually 8 simple steps to increase revenue and improve cash flow for businesses. Business is like a tree. One of the methodology or one of the analogy that we can use for business is that business is like a tree, like a big tree. The fruits are the profits. The fruits of the tree is the profit of a business. The tree trunk represents the whole operation of the business. Your manpower, your workflow, your processes, SOP and whatnot. Okay, the whole tree trunk is actually the workflow. It's the operation of the business. The roots are the business owners, the visionary, the guy who see the future, the visionary. Businesses is like a tree. The fruits are profit, the tree trunk is the operation, the SOP, the manpower and all that. And then the roots is the boss and cash flow. Without the roots, no business can survive. Basically, there is no business can survive with the roots. If today the tree, you take the root out, you cut them out, the tree will wither and it will die. If today you cut the cash flow out, you stop watering the plant will wither and die. It doesn't matter how good the tree is, without the boss, which is the roots, without cash flow, the tree will die. So whether durian D24 or a big cherry tree or whatever, you will need the boss, which is the visionary, the roots, and cash flow to sustain that plant. Alright? So that is what we say. And cash flow is the bloodline and the liquid that keeps the business cycle going. Without any cash flow, you cannot do business. Cash flow is the bloodline. So for any businessman, you will understand what I'm saying. I can have the best vision. I can have the best sales idea. I can have the best product in the world. Without cash, you cannot run the business. Every business needs cash flow to start. The amazing Facebook needed cash flow in the first place. That's why they have venture capitalists and all that. There's business funds, they have what do you call this, startup funds and all that. Every business needs cash flow. It is the same with my business. I'm an insurance person. When I started the business, I needed cash flow to start. So how did I start? I had 11 months. I have worked for 1.5 years and I've saved 22,000 of savings, and I used that as my cash flow to jumpstart my business. And it lasted me forever and ever. Of course, I'm doing well now. So you need cash flow. So cash flow is the bloodline and the liquid. So today, I'm going to be focusing only on cash flow. Cash flow, cash flow, and cash flow. Alright? So inward of cash flow. What is inward of cash flow? Inward of cash flow is basically sales. How do you improve? And how inward of cash flow is cash. Cash that comes in to the business. Look at that bamboo, water coming into the big pond and filling up the big pond. It is inward cash flow. It's inward input of money, of cash into your reservoir. So what are the ways that you can actually increase or improve conventionally a cash flow? These are the 4 things: sales, cash sales, terms, payments, bank loans, asset sales. These are some of the things that can actually help you to improve your inward cash flow. What are the things that actually brings money out of your office, out of your business? Number 1 is rental. Rental and all these expenses that you need to pay. Salaries of staff, these are outflow of cash flow. Banks, loans, interest, principal need to be paid. Payment to suppliers are outflow of cash. Utility bills, water, electricity, sometimes it can be a pain, right, to pay utility bill. And the last one is taxes, whatever that you owe the government, right? So these are the things that actually brings money out. The previous slide was things that brings money in. So now the question is, how long can you sustain? How long and how much cash do you have in hand to sustain a situation like right now? There's no cash flow coming in, revenue is dropping, but you still have to pay for a lot of things. So how we calculate is very simple. If you're a business owner, you understand this. Your cash in hands divided by the total monthly expenses. So how many months, how much you need to spend a month, divide by whatever cash you have, that is the period of sustainability. Now the sad news is most companies doesn't have more than 6 months of sustainability. So SME, most of them doesn't have 6 months. Some has more than 6 months. The established one maybe can survive longer. The smaller guys, I can tell you, a lot of smaller guys don't even have 2 months. So you must listen to this now, so that there might be something I can share with you how to work this out, right? So the example, if you have 600,000 cash in hand and you only have, and you need to spend 200,000 a month, that gives you a 3 months sustainability period. So congratulations, if you have a lot of money and divide by how many months, and you have like 15 years of sustainability, you are super rich, you are super cash rich. But a lot of business, 90% of the business has less than 3 months. So we must be careful, because when you run out of cash, the business will run out of blood and you will die. So the business will die at natural cost. It will wither and just die.